What's up, Dobsters, Dobinites, Dob Marleys, a hang a ding a Dogsters? So, today I'm going over the over-unders for this week. Last week I was 36 for 60. Damn good. My top 5 was 3 for 5. My spider was 6 for 8. And my crazy lineup was 4 for 9. I had a 2 5-bet flexes and 1 8-bet flex, which was my spider. In DraftKings, I was 2 for 4. My best lineup was Caleb Williams, Kareem Hunt, Josh Jacobs, Rashee Rice, DJ Moore, Wan'Dale Robinson, Brock Bowers, Kyron Williams, and Minnesota's defense for a total of 202.08. And the winning lineup was Caleb Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Monangai, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Zacchaeus. What was his first name? Plays for my team. Almade Zacchaeus. Anyways, Brock Bowers, Colston Loveland, and Detroit Steve, and he had a total of 261.90, which is about 30 points above average. 38-35 for the winner, but pretty good. I'm happy with the 202.08. That was pretty good. For DraftKings, I may do something different next week. I didn't have time this week. I still got to do my Bears podcast for the last 2 weeks. I was sick last week, and then this week has been hectic at work, so I'll get to that. Probably post later today, or I could do like all 3 games tomorrow. I don't know. I'll decide later. So my apologies if you guys are waiting for that. But anyways, for the DraftKings, I was thinking about doing like, a list of quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, and tight ends that I would start instead of doing just my lineups, because I'm always tinkering with my DraftKings lineup, and usually the one that I give you are different from what I actually put because I'm always tinkering with it. Just like thinking I could get more points with less money at a certain position and whatnot. But I'll keep that in mind. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated next week with that. All right, so this week, Buffalo, Miami. On the Buffalo side, I got Khalil Shakir going for 47 plus receiving yards, Keon Coleman going for 32 plus receiving yards. On the Miami side, I got Jalen Waddle going for 65 plus receiving yards, and Malik Washington going for 27 plus receiving yards. For the New England Tampa Bay game, I got on the New England side, I got Stephon Diggs going for 56 plus reception yards, and Hunter Henry going for 38 plus receiving yards, especially with Kayshon Boutte out. I think that Hunter Henry will get a huge boost this week, and Diggs will always do damage as he normally does. On the Tampa Bay side, I have K. Dotton going for under 43 yards, and Baker Mayfield going for 17 plus rushing yards. I feel like Tampa Bay is going to drop this one. I don't know. They might not. They always are surprising, and it's because of Baker Field's leadership, but we'll see. I feel like New England has this one in the bag, but who knows? Anyway, Baltimore-Minnesota game. For Baltimore side, I got Derrick Henry going for 76 plus rushing yards, Zay Flowers going for 64 plus receiving yards, and Mark Andrews going for 31 plus receiving yards. On the Minnesota side, I got Jordan Addison going for 48, 46, doesn't matter. 48 plus receiving yards, TJ Hawk going for 29 plus receiving yards, and Aaron Jones going for 40 plus rushing yards. Cleveland, New York Jets. On the Cleveland side, I got David Njoku going for 32 or 33 plus receiving yards, Cedric Tillman going for 26 plus receiving yards, and Quinshon Judkins going for 81 plus rushing yards. On the New York Jets side, I got Garrett Wilson going for 57 plus receiving yards, and Breece Hall going for 14 plus receiving yards. The New York Giants and Chicago Bears game. On the Giants side, I got Tyrone Tracy going for 41 plus rushing yards, Wan'Dale Robinson going for 52 plus receiving yards, Darius Slayton going for 44 plus receiving yards, and Daniel Bellinger going for 9 plus receiving yards. On the Chicago side, I got Caleb Williams going for 19 plus rushing yards, Rome Odunze going for 52 plus receiving yards, and Colston Loveland going for 29 plus receiving yards, or 39. Looks like 29. they change, every day. So I do this on Thursday, and then on Friday I make my choices, and they already change by then. So that's why sometimes the over-unders are a little bit different. Anyways, New Orleans, Carolina. New Orleans side, I got Chris Olave going for 60 plus receiving yards. Brandon Cooks going for 19 plus receiving yards, and Davon Bell going for 17 plus receiving yards. On the Carolina side, I got Ted McMillan going for 55 plus receiving yards. Hope he plays. He has a hamstring issue. I got Chuba Hubbard going for 2 plus receiving yards, and Jatavian Sanders going for 17 plus receiving yards. For the Jacksonville-Houston game, I got Travis Etienne going for 55 plus rushing yards, Jacoby Myers going for 36 plus receiving yards, and Travis Etienne going for 15 plus receiving yards. On the Texans side, I got Nico Collins going for 60 plus receiving yards. Even with Davis Mills in, I still believe that Nico Collins will get his share of targets, yardage, all that. Arizona-Seattle game, on the Arizona side, I got Trey McBride going for 65 plus receiving yards, Marvin Harrison Jr. going for 55 plus receiving yards, and for the Seattle side, I got AJ Barner going for 28 plus receiving yards, Zach Charbonnet going for 7 plus receiving yards, and Ken Walker going for 54 plus rushing yards. On the other side, got another game, the Los Angeles Rams versus the San Fran 49ers. I got Kyren Williams on the Rams side going for 66 plus rushing yards. On the San Francisco side, I got George Kittle going for 52 plus receiving yards, and Kendrick Bourne going for 34 plus receiving yards. If I'm not mistaken, Kendrick Bourne had over 100 yards against the Rams in the last game that San Fran came back and won. The Detroit-Washington game, final 4:30 p.m. game of the day. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown on the Lions side going for 83 plus receiving yards, and Jahmyr Gibbs going for 72 plus rushing yards. On the Washington side, I got Deebo Samuel going for 54 plus receiving yards, and Jeremy McNichols going for 14 plus receiving yards. My top 5 this week, I have Jacoby Myers going for 36 plus receiving yards, Daniel Bellinger going for 9 plus receiving yards, Hunter Henry going for 38 plus receiving yards, Quinshon Judkins going for 81 plus rushing yards, and Jordan Addison going for 46 plus receiving yards for a total points of 2,140. For my spider, I got Stephon Diggs going for 56 plus receiving yards, Cade Otton going for under 43 reception yards, Derrick Henry going for 76 plus rushing yards, Harold Fannin Jr. going for 35 plus receiving yards, Breece Hall going for 14 plus receiving yards, Wan'Dale Robinson going for 53 plus receiving yards, Jacoby Myers going for 36 plus receiving yards, and Ken Walker going for 54 plus rushing yards for a total points of 14,102. And in my crazy lineup, I have Stephon Diggs going for 65 plus receiving yards, Mark Andrews going for 40 plus receiving yards, Harold Fannin Jr. going for 40 plus receiving yards, Roma Dunze going for 65 plus receiving yards, Brandon Cooks going for 25 plus receiving yards, Jacoby Myers going for 40 plus receiving yards, and Ken Walker going for 65 plus rushing yards for a total points of 38,750. I'll give you my 2 DraftKings lineups. I'm probably going to tinker with them, and like I said, probably next week I'll change that up and just put like who I would consider starting, like big time sleepers, or I'll figure it out. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions. Anyway, DraftKings, I have one lineup. I have Drake May, James Cook, Ken Walker, Puka Nacua, Jalen Waddle, Stephon Diggs, Hunter Henry, Mark Andrews, and Bears defense. And another one, I got Caleb Williams, Derrick Henry, Quinshon Judkins, Amon-Ra, Roma Dunze, Luther Burden, Colston Loveland, Ken Walker, and Browns defense. Thanks for listening. I should do the Bears recap from, I forget what week this is, week 10. So weeks 8 and 9 against Baltimore and Cleveland. I'll do those maybe tonight if I have time. Once again, apologies. I've just been busy at work. But let us know if you have any comments or anything like that. Pretty sure my friend will return on Monday, and then we'll get that started like we always do on every Monday show. Let us know if you have any suggestions for topics you want us to talk about. Peace out, y'all.